6 habits of upper-class women that will change your life. Some women move through life chasing approval, while others radiate quiet strength that seems unshakable. The difference isn't luck, it's the practices shaping their days. Which side do you want to live on? In this video, we'll uncover the hidden disciplines of women who live with class and intention, showing you how small changes can unlock a deeper, more powerful version of yourself. Number 1. Choosing stillness over constant reaction. Most women know the pressure of being expected to respond instantly, whether it's a sharp email from a colleague, a heated comment from a partner, or a sudden shift in social plans. The instinct is to defend, to explain, to prove you're competent or caring in that very moment. Yet this habit often leaves you drained and at times misunderstood. Choosing stillness is not about being passive. It is about holding the space between stimulus and response with intention. That pause, the deep breath before replying, the moment you give yourself before typing back, becomes the place where clarity is born. It allows you to see the situation without the fog of adrenaline or the weight of defensiveness. Think of the last time an email landed in your inbox, laced with tension. The rush to reply immediately may feel like control, but in reality, it often cedes control to the sender. A woman who instead pauses, reflects, and then answers hours later with precision and grace communicates far more than words. She communicates self-possession. In family life, too, the same principle applies. A heated dinner table argument does not always need a quick counterpoint. Silence, followed later by calm articulation, often does more to restore respect than winning a point in the moment. Even in social circles, stillness can be the quiet force that distinguishes you from those who let every comment dictate their mood. Number 2, practicing restraint in words and emotions. Restraint is often misunderstood as silence. In truth, it is elegance, choosing your words with care and allowing your emotions to serve you, not rule you. It is not about saying less for the sake of less, but about ensuring that when you do speak, your words carry weight and intention. Think about a meeting where someone spends 5 minutes explaining what could have been said in one. By the 3rd minute, the audience is no longer listening. They are waiting for it to end. Over-explaining is a habit many women adopt in professional spaces, often out of fear of being misunderstood or undervalued. But ironically, it dilutes authority. Similarly, saying "I'm sorry" too many times, even when no apology is needed, subtly undermines your presence. And when anger spills over unchecked, the message gets lost in the volume, not remembered for its truth. Restraint offers a different approach. Instead of flooding a conversation with detail, you choose brevity, just enough to communicate clearly, but not so much that you beg for validation. Instead of rushing to fill silence, you let the pause breathe. Instead of allowing frustration to flare unchecked, you channel it into a firm but measured statement. Studies in communication psychology consistently show that concise speakers are viewed as more competent, trustworthy, and confident. A 2018 report in the Journal of Language and Social Psychology found that leaders who practiced verbal restraint were rated higher in credibility and influence compared to those who over-explained. Your words shape perception more than you think. Restraint is not about hiding yourself, it is about refining yourself. So pause for a moment and ask, if you gave your words and emotions more precision, how powerful would that make you feel? Number 3, treating personal rituals as sacred appointments. One of the quiet traps many women fall into is treating their own care as optional. The skincare routine gets skipped because of a late night. Journaling is abandoned because work feels more urgent. Tea time or spiritual practices are replaced with endless scrolling or rushing through tasks. Yet women of refinement move differently. They treat these rituals as sacred appointments, not luxuries. Consider morning skincare. To some, it may seem trivial, but to a woman who holds herself with class, it is not about vanity. It is about signaling to herself that she is worth the time. The same applies to journaling, a cup of tea taken without distraction, or a few minutes of prayer or meditation. These acts become anchors that remind you of who you are before the world tries to define you. Psychologists often describe rituals as psychological stability markers. Research published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology notes that even small, repeated routines lower stress and build resilience because they create a sense of predictability in an unpredictable world. By protecting your rituals, you quietly cultivate calm and confidence. And here's the deeper truth: these practices speak for you without words. A woman who guards her routines communicates discipline, presence, and respect for herself. Others sense it, often without knowing why. She seems grounded, and that groundedness makes her unforgettable. The benefits are tangible: reduced stress, a stronger sense of presence in conversations, elevated confidence that doesn't need validation. To make this real, try placing your rituals in your calendar with the same seriousness you give a client meeting. You wouldn't cancel on them. Why cancel on yourself? Number 4, curating environments that reflect inner calm. Your surroundings are not neutral. They either nourish your peace or quietly drain it. A cluttered handbag that takes minutes to find your keys, a home where laundry piles linger, or a desk stacked with papers. These are not just inconveniences. They shape how you think, how you feel, and how you show up in the world. Women of refinement understand this truth deeply. They curate their environments with the same care they give to their words or appearance. And it's not only about what others see. It's about the hidden spaces too. The interior of a car, the desk where you work, even the folders on your digital devices. Each space carries energy. Each either supports your focus or adds to your stress. This is why an intentional environment is more than aesthetics, it is strategy. Notice the subtle details that quietly elevate a space. Fresh flowers on a dining table, natural light filtering through curtains, a calming scent that greets you at the door. None of these require extravagance, yet each signals elegance. They are the unspoken language of a woman who values clarity and grace. And here lies the profound part: others respond to these cues without even realizing it. Your environment becomes an extension of your presence. It says you are thoughtful, measured, and in control. So consider this: even the details no one else sees, the ones tucked away from public view, carry influence. And those hidden cues lead us directly into the next discipline. Number 5, investing in invisible details others overlook. The most refined women know that what sets them apart is not always what people see first. It's what they notice last. True elegance is not built on surface glamour, but on the invisible details that quietly speak of discipline. Your posture, the calm in your tone, the quality of the fabric brushing your skin, the neatness of your handwriting, or the care in your grooming. These are the subtle signals that build credibility long before anyone names them aloud. Think about shoes. Many focus on designer heels, yet overlook whether those heels are scuffed or worn. Clean, well-maintained shoes say more about your standards than any logo. Or consider nails. Perfectly painted nails matter less than nails that are clean and cared for. Even your financial life falls into this category. Organized finances don't show up in photographs, but they project stability in every decision you make and every opportunity you attract. Too often, women overinvest in surface glamour while neglecting the fundamentals. A sparkling dress means little if paired with poor posture or anxious speech. But when the foundation is cared for, the shoes polished, the stationery crisp, the undergarments comfortable and of good quality, your confidence rises without effort. You reduce the hidden anxiety that comes from small oversights, and you earn respect because you live in alignment with the details. Number 6, using generosity as a quiet form of influence. Generosity is often misunderstood as financial giving, yet true refinement expands the meaning. It is the grace you extend in difficult conversations, the time you make for someone who needs to be heard, the encouragement you offer when another doubts herself, the patience you show when impatience would be easier. This form of generosity costs little, but transforms everything it touches. Women of high refinement understand that generosity is not transactional. It does not come with the hidden expectation of return. Instead, it flows from a mindset of abundance. Think of the woman who gives public credit to a colleague in a meeting, lifting another while revealing her own confidence. Or the woman who sends a handwritten note after a meaningful encounter, a gesture so rare in today's world that it instantly distinguishes her. Even sharing an opportunity, a connection, a resource, or advice becomes an act of influence when done with sincerity. Science confirms this power. Acts of generosity trigger oxytocin, often called the bonding hormone. Research from the University of Zurich shows that oxytocin not only strengthens emotional bonds, but also increases the perception of trustworthiness and authority. In other words, your quiet acts of generosity shape how others see you and how deeply they choose to align with you. This is what separates generosity from superficial networking. Networking often seeks immediate benefit. Generosity, on the other hand, builds loyalty, deepens respect, and leaves a lasting imprint long after the gesture is forgotten. Bonus point: the discipline of guarding energy like treasure. Thank you for staying with me until now. It says a lot about your own commitment to growth and refinement. This final insight is one that upper-class women hold closest. They are fiercely protective of their energy. Energy is finite, and they treat it as a treasure not to be spent carelessly. They choose relationships, commitments, and even conversations with discernment, knowing that what drains them weakens every other part of life. That's why they decline invitations that feel heavy, and they do it gracefully. They schedule recovery time as firmly as business meetings. They limit their exposure to negativity because they know that guarding energy is guarding peace. The result? Sustained vitality, clearer decision-making, and a presence that feels magnetic because it isn't weighed down. So ask yourself, what would change if you guarded your energy with the same seriousness you give your money? That reflection is the gift of this bonus habit, reserved for those who stayed to the very end, because you are the ones who truly belong in this community. If you've made it here, type grace in the comments so we know we're growing together. If this inspired you, like the video, subscribe for more, and share it with women who need this reminder. Thank you for being here. Your next video is on the screen, and I'll see you tomorrow.